Guys, I'll have to you know, it was a network, network, but left a comment for the whole to make it short. Basically, let us be patient. They just want to distract us, member caring. Be caring. Masakunda betinyarol mela ikam bondi wo cool leto. Ya mena no ikaken tolle. It's not about us. Amanken tolti. Nyim banko ntol beta nyim banko. So nimmo mo ya mena no bi. UDP mandara masakunda kono. Ya mena no kukuru ni koka UDP la pinpoint wala. Let's see it. Let's see it. Ngo UDP dungo da mamanda nyim banko kanja. Patio be la dungo be nyim banko kanja. Everybody knows that. Patio be la dungo be nyim banko kanja. So neutral yang nganyo sur le punyim banko e doku. Mbekela family le nanyim banko doku nyola as one family. Tinyaro le melekada ne bondi nyokoto. So alkanyim memfotang nyajibe newspaper mensafe ani member newspaper kono ani headline on is completely different. Yes, tonyalam headline on bala kodol beje. Ye mega headline on tonyalam astata diamond de kawolefo. But Nia read very well, iba understand lako. It was all about the president's office, not about the ministry. Because they were doing things without authority, without right authority. So who was the right authority? Everybody knows that the right authority was the Ministry of Finance. So, but the office of the president, the highest office. The highest office was the one doing that, not the finance ministry. The audit reports make it very clear it was not the finance ministry who were doing expenses without approval. Everybody knows that. Finance ministry the office of the president naka kodota it can spend nyamen diate without the right procedure. Without the right procedure, one have to understand this. Because there were permanent secretaries they understand the system. They understand the system in those days. So they were the people they were working with President Barrow and his cabal. Kajeko ka Gambia la kodota ka bula sunyar silola. Because these people are mafias, they know exactly the same people today were learning President Barrow Dokola. They know the system. So Niajibe in those days, without the approval of the finance ministry, that was what brought in Mambure Njai. Because Mambure knows all those things. So Ahmad Sana's knowledge was not into those things. Because Ahmad Sana as a minister, I make sure I special unique the special unique they were investigating all the accounts Yajeme was running in this country. Especially all the government accounts in the commercial banks. Especially all the government accounts in the commercial banks. And the Kenyan president for like Nawek and other people, everybody knows it. Mobe Alonko, Nawek was almost down. Nawek was almost down. GPA was almost down. Social Security was almost down. Everybody knows that. Because Gambia was using all this money. Gambia ka institutional letter ke use ke ta ka kodo spend nyamen diata. Kanilai family, Kanilai festival. Everybody knows that. That was in the knowledge of everybody. More bele or long. But Gambian ko me sonna tonyala balundila. Ngali ko UDP mantra masakunda kono alfata UDP ma bimbe men kono alino kelebang. Me men kono bimbe wala kelela ningo banko e move, ningo banko e tal, lafta banko e fundamento. All what you people are doing today, it was to support President Barrow and his cabal. Alba ultona quote. Ka President Barrow na cabal ta ke support in whatever they are doing today. Gambia mun tolle tati. Mbekele kilomati na one intention soro na ngania kilo soro pour kanyim banko do kundi pour kanyim banko bondi. Ibe diamond eko tribalism. They will bring tribalism. It's like now it's one tribe versus another tribe fighting in this country. Eka kuobe ke wol disa. Eka mero nun sign. Si kelo le bekere. Eka mero nun sign. Si ole look. Gambia. Gambia bola pa ora battle. Because the kind of people will like a finty to try to justify some of this corruption going in the country. Who are those people? They always want to come out and justify some of these things. Because Jumalea race, Jumalea co brought up. So do we think, we can rule a country like that? It's a bango samano nyamabang. We have to come out, join hands together and fight against corruption in this country. Wallahi, suma wallahi. Nimma okay. Nim banko be duna koko no mamelo. It was in the clear knowledge of every Gambian co. When Yahya Jammeh was living, there was no money. Kodi Montaraje. And it was in the clear knowledge of the entire media houses co. Even some of these international partners doesn't want to deal with the Gambia. And it was in the clear knowledge of every Gambian here. Momo Benyim Banko Kanya Wola Nyunduko. All the efforts Ahmad Sane and the former Minister of Finance, Alaji Usainu Dabo, the efforts they have done to restore our economy, the effort they have done, Kagambia, some of the international organizations to put them together. So our focus today should be, we put hands together and fight against corruption. But I left that corruption on your tenting because I told more kilowulu. If you call the I told more kilowulu feels like you are fighting against a political party instead of to fight against the government. And the saddest moment is there are special or individual journalists. They call themselves as journalists. And the people they are paying for them to fight against a party they were able to sit in the platform to say whatever they want to say. Nimbanko Kanjang, Aliamano Malo. Molaka Kolo di journalist ole Nimbanko Kanjang, journalist ole Melia Lonko, Molaka Kodo dealer. Molaka Kodo dealer. Pure UDP attack, pure UDP silence. So whilst they are attacking UDP, more will be concentrated local. The enemies will be concentrating on UDP. So the government will be there stealing our money. Government material can kodol sunya, can fengol sunya in banko kanjang. Instead of your government hold into accountable, they want to hold a political party accountable. A political party Mayor Longo is not in control of anything in this country. A political party. Mayor Longo is only having followers, only followers. Only followers, I also know. Bankola femmantara bulu ebuka nyenka bankola fenna masakunda me ya longo bi gambia ko nyanda ka masakunda nyenka e ka gambia na float ni damento instead of molian law now all fight because they are fighting a single political party. They want to see the downfall of a single political party. But the truth will come one day. But memem for the Gambian ko wala nyundo, if you want to hear the truth, make sure go and request the entire audit report from 2017 to date. What were some of the irregularities? You think it involves Alaji Usainu Dabo and who? Alaji Usainu Dabo and Amadou Sane. This is very simple. Because the reports are there. So don't just jump with a mere allegation. Don't just jump with half of a headline. Just a media headline. And you want to attack a special political party. Because every one of you people today, you are blaming UDP as the, you are blaming only UDP as a coalition member. It's like it was UDP government. It happened during the coalition government and left Kabela UDP can today. Remember during the coalition period, Alco signed, even UDP was not in the government. Alco Albala UDP can. Instead of we focus on the COVID-19, the COVID-19 fund you go for it. The billions, the billions of contract they awarded them to Khalil Wage and the co. Khalil Wage from Abubakar Jawara sister Solu. Yemanol Mendile, contractual Mendile without proper tender, without proper procurement. Gambians, instead of we talk about that, now they want to put their focus on UDP. Instead of we concentrate on some of those things, they want to focus on UDP. This is sad. But I never wallahi UDP Alio Janne, I keloke ya mama UDP fano. There is nobody on this earth. Remember UDP fano so fali. Billahi wallahi. Anatara na alfali bele fata, ndoli be fata, ndoli mina UDP balu na banko kanya. Because lota menka wala nyuti ko ka Gambia ka keloke pruka nying Gambia banko bondi. Wallahi azim. Ngonna mol fatale na mol fatale ngali yolonde na mo jelle fata kelo nyun kono baro Martin and Tolianda kelo and mbe kelo kela fo ila yomidin mbe kelo kela fo ila yomidin summa wallahi alazim o do Gambian kolu mbe tonyala fo lo nyoye alkana song yal filindi kodo me ya longo e ka foten ni mu kodo di kodo me ya longo president baro na la mol la ka kodo bondi manza kunna la keso kono akatara minister membe ni njewo tumo ama kalamuta Kan be ya londe tol be ya londe they knows very well because the minister is not a signatory to some of these accounts. They knows it. They knows it. They knows very well because the minister is not a signatory to these accounts. They knows it very well because they know the government procedures. Go. I have not gone to university, Ndamanta University. I only stopped at senior school. But I can tell you very well, we knows how government operates. We knows how government operates. We knows it very well. And we knows how accounts are controlled in government. We knows how accounts are controlled in embassies. If you go to the embassies, the ambassador is not in control. The ambassador is not a signatory to the account. Ambassador Bokake is signatory to any of the accounts, neither the international, in any of these countries. Deputy ambassador and the secretary, normally, or the head of the mission. Normally, deputy ambassador with the finance director. We'll look at the signatory to the account out of the Gambia. And right here in this country, the minister is not a signatory to these accounts. But minister control, Kajeko, everything goes normal. So, but Adama Barrow and his people, they were doing this. They were doing this withdrawals. They were doing this withdrawals without the knowledge of the minister. And in fact, this was the main reason Minister Amadou Sane was transferred from Minister of Trade to where? This is why Minister Amadou Sane was, was transferred from Minister of Finance, from Ministry of Finance to Ministry of Trade. Because because Mamburan Jayanyolu tumo ebe duma with the Banjunuma affairs, with the Kabas. Ebe nun duma, ebe tinaro kekang, ebe eni ya jamelo mo kotolu, ya jimini melka dokuoke, ya jamelo the way ya jamelo was withdrawing money, they knows it. So this why the people meli alonko, ebe nun kodo withdraw kang. Eni anamabole dokuola, ebe kodo jokang without the knowledge of the minister. Without the knowledge of the minister. Everybody knows that. The same system will be caring. The system will be caring. If you read even newspaper, if you read it very well, about 10 years ago from 2019, I can mention normally what I can 2017. Go back to the newspaper, very well. There is no substantial evidence in about 2017. Clearly it implicates the ministry. But akamen safe, akamen tandi baki, ikaje ko akamen befo, akafolo ko office of the president, wolem blame ya lonko, itaraka gambela na fulo da pansi, ayatara amanta nin silo la, mansakunda katanin silo menna. So why not make a clear we hold President Barrow and his people accountable? Why? Why not we all join hands together and hold President Barrow and his people accountable? Those who were at the office of the president. Because Mayor Alonoko had him gay. The same thing was happening. Had him gay, he could contract all the other single source. And bio killing the carry. Parliamentary carry. Single source. Office of the president. The same way Yajeme was operating, Adama Barrow operating Wole Nyama. The same way Yajeme was dealing with our lands, the same way Adama Barrow na Mansakunda, Wole Pongo Jawiara Chenola, Katambi Yajeme. But the Melaka sign, Elabra can distract Kambondi Chenakoro sign, can Samanang Nyimkodikoro. But Walla in Safa, in Zala Hediko, Nyimkodiko in Messana very soon. The entire audit report, Tolmanda Diamade. UDP as a party is not going to respond to all these allegations until and unless we put our hands, we put our hands, the entire audit report. The entire audit report for Nimbulo Sidoma. Nimbulo Sida, the entire audit report, ma be Finland and Mbatand like Dunia Be Bajela. So if you are watching at me, you want to join the program, you can add me and then be join nale. Whatever you have what opinion for. Momo Benjibe Kang, Yamira, if I fellow you quarterly. Tonya Dolong, whatever Adama do Senandila. You can add me near at Metale, near Fanamwe, Gambia Dokolem. But none of them Kalaman and the Kapalo go UDP call Ali Day Alanya Kasila, Alkane Jabi. Inyaba Tonya Lale, it is Sanaka Tonya Dankula, Eko UDP le Kele. But inshallah, very soon, UDP, very soon, be Fintla Nimbemba Besanandla, Gambian call Bajanel. Dunia Besandalako. When Amadou Sane was the Minister of Finance, Bea Lonoko was the Minister of Finance, Bea Jeleko Amadou Sane, I katakuwa menke about the Gambian economy, Beolon. I control menke about the expenses of this government. I expenditure you control yamen based on the. And in fact, wale atinna fango, itara milege, wale atinna fango, inadna naka supplementary bills. That is why supplementary bill happened. Because Amadou was doing his utmost best to control Kajako, Gambia, Fonsamano, Kajako International Organization ye Murnam bag, International Bank ye Murnam bag, and put their hands with the Gambia government to move forward. And it was during Amadou's time, China yamfuta Gambia some of the money. Remember Gambia and China tema. It was during his time, India found the same thing. India yamfuta Gambia, Kajako, na fulona dapanso membe in Gambia tema kebulo jindi. Kayamfu Gambia Julola Carola. Mobe yo kalam tajan. But those positive things it all follow de. But you koka Amadou Sana la nondi. Mobe yo Amadou Sana was working on the Jambe. But because of Jambe was corrupt, Amadou Sana resigned. Mobe yo londe. Jambe was corrupt. And everybody knows all these things make a it was not in the knowledge of among Amadou Sana knowledge ama kalamuta. Naya kalamuta no is going to act. But membe kala wala nyindiko manta diamo jam fandila. Manta diamo jam fandila. No. Manta diamo jam fandila. Be diamo nying mba stop la janne maybe. Mba stop la janne. Funny na investigation o beke chow. Because the entire account report nyimbo wala samalang. And the same newspaper, Meya Lonko, wale nying half of the report samana, but make sure they will bring in the entire full report from 2017, 2018, 2019. Ngale ko UDP alto non no. Ndole mission moment ka Gambia bondi. So nimmo mo lafta join, you can add me and me join lale. Yemiro men so be fana yafo. And ibayelo ko Gambian code salo membe kering. So land issue men fana be kering. Ngale ko Samsidin Sar. Yaje wo keba anyon keba nafiko, anyon keba wulo. Arasor la nyim banko kanja. Wole denta. Wole denta. Wole denta. Samsidin Sar. Wole denta. Ye Gambia la na fulo kasara ye kujama ga Gambia la jam. So but men kuma ata don wala nyindi ko. Now understand the party is live with Omar Wali. So be live stop la jan inshallah for another time again. But memura lane many time kanaka explain very well some of the things me alon ko be caring. So to ala baraka bake for what ko Almasudo Cairo Siala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.